Doesn't make a lot of sense, but we just accept that's what Chronicle's going to do. A much faster paced look, but Evers has been slowed. Actually, Crashes has already opened up. This is looking damning already.
The paranoia went through, but they can't get around the corner in time to deal with it. They know Alpha's close. But Kayak slips through and grabs himself one. Elite, though, punishing him with info on the player towards the door. He's ready for the fight, but he doesn't win it to start with, giving Alpha a chance, but then putting him to bed, leaving it all on Boaster. Whatever was said in that timeout, it almost worked. They still need to deal with the IGL himself.
Where Boaster could have gone. The problem is Boaster needs the element of surprise. He's got 5 HP. Anything else would be a massive risk. He's going to just try and at least get this one to half, but I can't believe he's going to try and stick it all the way, trying to bait Sadak in for the fight, and it's a lot closer than you might have thought, but Sadak will get these teams, but whoever is the first to get 2 in a row should be the one to be happy, but every single time someone gets an advantage, it seems to slip away. The Nightfall at least lets them know the site is clear. Crashes looked to try and get the jump. He was already low on HP, so needed the element of surprise. But look at the guns now. Fnatic have found a couple more rifles. Boaster looking to swing, but he'll be met with Elite.
Nice shot back by Kayak again. Another triple from this man. I don't know what they put in his cereal, but he's now just 2 away. Damage done. 1 HP on Sadak. Open. Chronicle just concedes that control. A good counter in play on the other side. He won't get back in time. Hit fallen. Big pillar of this Fnatic defense has crumbled. The plan could be found, but you know, they're conscious that there could be a play, and it's a good thing too. In goes the C's, in goes the snake bite, and out go KC. The B site, their new target. Players are here, but caught behind a smoke. Kayak catches Martin trailing towards that C site. Plan not yet found with 25 seconds on the clock. It will be stuck down safely, but in comes the showstopper now, and it doesn't quite get the kill. Chronicle ahead of it. Elite in for another. And we're back to even footing. Sadak spots them out, backs off, and allows Elite to walk away with the triple. KC. Actually, I would have had to fact check whatever you just said. It's okay. Yeah, Fnatic have been the strongest team in stage 1 at retakes, and it looks like another's going to be needed. A dominant early fight. This B blitz has worked for KC even when they've got classics in their hand. And no surprise, the showstopper does a bit of a better job of clearing out those angles. Now we're off to a 4 versus 2 with pistols on the other side.
Yeah, they played it safe.
Should be done.
I like it from KC. Like, you know that your opponents have just had a pause, potentially going to have some sort of game plan for this round. And so you just go, okay, we're going to go very quickly into that. We're going to use the showstopper to take all the risk away. We still have 3 more ults to play with. One of them, I would say, is very high impact as well. It's not going to allow for any further shenanigans. 5 rounds guaranteed. Even
spamming away, but just about misses the boat. Double P coming in towards this C site from both teams, but it's Martin who fails to get anything on the board. He wants the gate crash back site, but has to outweight the nano. And now in it goes. They haven't spotted
30 seconds left.
A well-placed flash and a well-timed TP could change the tide of this round in their favor, but they've gone in dry. Chronicle doesn't land the shots, but Alpha's there to pick up the slack. Finds another. It's actually Kayak to land that. With Alpha here, still defending the site with 12 seconds left. The clock is not even their biggest enemy. The spike down in the open, and it's the wall in the open with that weapon. Alpha here again being punished. This is a lower buy round, so you're going to take some risks, but this can't continue. They're losing that Sentinel at the start of so many rounds. Chronicle with a classic, finds one, and that's a gun in his hands.
I don't know how he does it so regularly.
There.
Kayak in position. Operator was watching. Chronicle looking to hold on to the cross. Somehow this feels more than doable, and well, showstopper now popped. It's going to be the battle of the raises, and Abbas went forward. He wanted to try and get up in his face. They're now going to finally deal with him. I think he was expecting maybe a TP to sight, but this is port time. Crashes has Nightfall, and now a gun. He could get both of these players with the ult, especially now that the info has been found instead. It was just a distraction.
Yeah, the smoke fading there really sold Sugetsu out. Sadak's all alone. They know where he is. The Prowler's hunting him down, and that is just going to get the relocation from Boaster. He can sprint as well, knowing that Sada can't hear a damn thing. Boaster's running ahead of it. He's making the play all by himself. Look for the fights, doubling up, swinging through, jumping and headshotting him. That's a great fight for Sadak to take. Well, a great one for him to win, more so.
It seems like an odd decision though, like Boaster re-aggressing when they have that lockdown. And now the fight's just stringing back and forth, but still ending up in the favor of KC. They're controlling this one. Being calm in the manner in which they do it. We've talked about this team as being fine. And in the meantime, the Nightfall's gone in. This has bought that extra space for Sugetsu to play with. But even still, that's the spike now dropped through the pit. That was just, again, more spam coming out of Kayak. They've at least been able to deal with him. Maybe the main danger has gone. The rest of the weaponry, well, the main gun only really in Crashy's hands.
Being reliable, but he's not on the right side. See is where the push is coming down. Sugetsu can't really afford to play through this pit. They have no idea where Chronicle is, and fighting inside of it is almost a sure loss. If he goes down here, they have to go B. But now they've got options. Door, though, is going to lock them out, so another swing needed. 22 seconds. Pit still up. Spike on its way. Chronicle far back enough that he won't be able to fight this, but he steps forward and sprays down Aves. Now Crashy takes Sugetsu, and Elite is all alone. The spike needs to be planted. He has to stick this.
Chance.
They've got the bodies to throw at this. The round is now done. All Crashy has to do is round this corner.
And how this round sort of started out, it was actually the fact that they didn't over-rotate with all the steps and push in the last sort of 20 seconds or so on the other side of the map that left them still with players in position. And while both players, I believe, on 25 HP, now found himself a Guardian, as if things weren't bad enough, but Sugetsu is at least going to even up the scoreline. Alpha puts another in the dirt, and that time has been ticking for a while. He's in a good position, and realistically, Boaster, all he has to do is run in and try and deny this. There goes one. Sadak, I feel like he almost actually tried to stick it. It's going to be incredibly late while Boaster realizes, actually, I can just run in and die. It is going to go back and forth. It is going to continue. Aves should be dead and will be. Semblance of normality being brought back to what has been a manic. Oh, no.
You're speaking too soon again.
No, it's not.
They've got rifles now.
It's fine. Sugetsu's too far away. The clock is already gone. Boaster's going to get
necessary to contain that info. Martin flashes through, tries to open the door for Sadak. He ends up falling. Aves trading, though, it's kept even. They took out Kayak, the man with the showstopper.
They stay in front of this. There's only...
Well, no, they got to fall back.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking maybe someone would try and get aggressive in front of it, but instead they will fall back. Going into the plant with 5 seconds on it, no denial, but they have stopped the aggression. And in the meantime, they have picked off everyone else. Alfiez, new crosshair.
Paranoia being held by Sugetsu. They're looking to fight for this round after the initial battle. In goes the showstopper, and it's a double for them. Sugetsu TPing across with his Paranoia and getting out for free. A 4v2 setup, and this was the danger.
A little bit low on HP, so has to be careful, but has the vision above, and the kill on Chronicle is free. It was a showstopper that kicked it off, but it seems like it's Sugetsu might be there to finish. Alfia left in a 1 versus 4 scenario, and well, even getting the spike down might be a little bit difficult. You could see that KC were just waiting for him to even start before they approach, before they look to surround him, tag even further down. Well, he's not even going to get the one. It is comfortable and controlled from Karmine Corp.
Fnatic are again moving towards the C site, but this time it's only Elite. He predicted that. Caught Boaster. The hat off his head gets them info, but no one is here to execute on the back of it.
Taking some control back towards Waterfall.
30 seconds
Martin
left.
does have the dimensional drift. It seems like Alva's trying to get ahead of it, and that's exactly what he's done. Sadak, though, still managed to trade things back even. Keep things close. Martin is slowly figuring out the picture of where these players are sitting. I don't think he spotted Crashy's up above. Oh, this is a big mistake. Not spotting him there, and even from the top rope, he'll drop down.
Careful.
They know what they're up against, the big danger lurking. Oster not going for the reload, eventually does. Okay, back to 2 shots. Smoke off for spawn as well. Got to run through that. Oster takes advantage of it to swing into Waterfall. He's found one. The second shot doesn't land, but Crashies again is there to pick up the pieces. A 1v1, a single shot.
Hasn't got the information. They've actually dodged. There we go. That's the information they needed to get to. Immediately looks to join back up with his teammate. The Paranoia is incredibly well placed, and so is the Snakebite. It's forced to get 2 out. And actually, they're just going to play this as a retake. I don't mind that. A dangerous fight that could have been taken. And whoa, speaking of dangerous fights, they've gone swinging.
Shadows traveling.
They wanted to try and get ahead of everything that Casey had in the retake. Instead, they've given them a huge advantage.
Nothing to fall back on. Kayak was 1 kill away from the showstopper with him dead and gone. It's online, but it might not be able to be used before this map is over. Oster with a stinger up close. He needs so much value from this play. They'll flash in the smoke. They'll come out of it. The stinger does damage, but not enough. A 1v3 for Chronicle. One of the greatest players to grace the scene. And this could be the play to keep them alive. 17 health. And the time running low, but KC get there in the end. 13 to 10. 1 to 1. And the final map of Icebox is where this series will be.